All right, y'all. All right. Let's start tonight's stuff. I have got, my goodness, I should have put it on before. I should have put it on before I started filming. But if you go on YouTube, there's something called Cozy Room, and it's called Rainy Night in Cozy Room Ambience. And it is this beautiful, oh Lord, instead of me running my mouth, I'm just going to show you. Hold on. There it is, y'all. That's what I got playing in the bedroom. Oh my goodness. The rain, nighttime, that ominous feeling that you get, but yet it's so soothing and so relaxing. Look at how cozy that house is. And you can tell that that room is on the second floor because when you look out at the trees, you know you're high up. And look at the cat. Oh, gosh, the cat, right? August is coming up, so that'll be 1 year that Gappy has been, oh, you know, not with us in the physical. So it's like, oh, gosh, I don't know what it's going to be like in this house on August the 22nd. But just seeing that cat curl up like that, Gappy, y'all know y'all have seen Gappy, my OGs. You see that cat right there? Didn't Gappy sleep just like that? That looks like Gappy in a way. Chunky. All right, let's let this go. All right, let that go, right? Okay, so let me scoot y'all down. And you know, you guys that have been with me for a while, you know I always keep my area nice and neat and clean and organized. And it's just, I have been so busy and I just did not have enough time to do anything, to deal with stuff the way that I would normally do. And so I figured tonight would be a great night to do that. And I finally made some changes in my room. I'll show it to you. Hold on. Okay, my OGs, y'all know who y'all are. I had the conversation with the 2 hearts that was in the floor. Voila, y'all. I don't know if I even told you this. I might have mentioned this already, but you know how it is. Sometimes I forget. So there's no more big black hearts in the floor. I just replaced that carpet, that rug, and it is what it is. I finally just went and did it. I thought I told you guys this already, but the hearts are gone, done with, and I got Bear. He's on the bed now instead of hanging on the door. And then, of course, Gappy and all the rest of them are all over there, but I just had to make those changes, but I had to let y'all know I got rid of those 2 black hearts. Y'all know that it did not match the room, but y'all were so nice. Y'all were so nice. Y'all just kind of, you know, y'all know who you are. All right, let's move back on over to this crowded desk that's filled with stuff. Woodstock is falling over. I gotta fix that. But I went and bit the bullet and I got this thing here, and I'm pretty sure I probably told you already, but I can't remember. So I put that up with that Gorilla double-sided tape. That stuff is strong. If you ever need double-sided tape, get the Gorilla Clear double-sided tape. It's holding that thing up. The thing is, it's expensive and you don't get that much. I got just enough, right, to frame that, but I don't have any on the bottom. Can you believe that? Literally, that's how little you get, but it's thick, and this thing ain't budging. It ain't budging. So I just got these things up. Amazing Grace that y'all have seen me put on my community post, and I always forget to check other people's community post. So these are things I like to say every day. Psalm 51, Psalm 91, and Amazing Grace. That means so much. And then my reminder to keep my cell phone not so close to me, you know. So that's I'm so glad I got this, y'all. I'm so glad, because I was just like, I need that visual, you know. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And again, I'm sorry that this is a chaotic mess. Y'all know me better than this. So hold on. So we're going to just get into it, y'all. It's been a minute. I know. It has been a minute. But July is coming up, y'all. And Cherie, if you're listening, if you're watching, you know I got your message, girl. And yes, I've already recorded all of my devotionals for for the month of July. All that's done. And let me make sure you got, okay. And what else? I did the what's in my handbag. Cherie, I know you said you don't think you're going to be disappointed, but I'm kind of disappointed in it because it's the same old stuff. But a lot of you guys, y'all like it. Y'all just like to see me go through the process. So I share in the process with you. All right, so I'm going to try not to make this video too long because I know it's been a minute. So for tonight, I got my Hello Kitty. Don't know if you guys can see that, but y'all have seen this red mug before. And we got hibiscus tea and blackberry tea. And it's all organic and it is so good. Sorry, Cherie, there is no sugar in it. But I want to give some shout outs to you guys. To Alma Flores. Alma Flores. You know, Alma, I was thinking about you and your mother the other night, wondering how y'all are doing. How's your mom doing? I was thinking about the situation with, not to bring up any bad memories, but I was thinking about the situation with your handbag. And it's like, Alma, I would, if I even thought I could get my hands on that bag, I would get it for you and send it to you. Because I have had, you know, back when I was like 20 years old, I worked at a company where I would go from different cities and towns. And I went to a town that I had never been to before. And they did not have lockers or any way that you could secure your handbags. And so while we're out on the floor, we're working and doing what we got to do. You got customers who sneak into the stock room and go looking through women's handbags. And I just had my wallet stolen. You had the whole kit and caboodle. And I was just thinking about that. And it's like, that's something that just rips a woman apart right there. It really does. And you know, that's why I said I have to have multiple copies of my driver's license. I have to have multiple copies of my social security card, you know, and I have to keep some credit cards at home, and then some credit cards I'll take with me just in case of moments like that, you know. And I was just thinking about you, it just popped in my head, and I was like, you know, just wondering how you were doing. So shout out to Alma, shout out to Tawana, my sweet travel lady. I hope you are doing well. Let me know if you got any new handbags or if you got any new stationery. I'm all ears. Shout out to Cherie. You know you my girl. And I love you and appreciate you so much. Thank you for your support. And welcome to all my new subscribers. I love y'all. And I want to give a special shout out to Tony. I am just so amazed with you. I can't believe you watch my videos. That just like blows my mind. I have male subscribers, and I think I mentioned this before, but I've never had any you know, like reach out to me and that I can engage in conversation. You know, it feels good. It feels really, really good. So shout out to you, Tony. I know you're probably uploading a video tonight, and I'm sure it's going to be something crazy. I hope you had a good day, but I also hope you had a relaxing day with just a little bit of nonsense to make us all laugh. So I'll be talking to you. All right, so this in here, y'all know what this is. This is just a little bit of watered down, what do you call it? Zero sugar stuff. I always have something cold and something hot. It's a weird thing, don't ask, but with the frog in my throat, I just always need to be drinking. So let me just move all of these projects out of the way. Oh my Lord, y'all. It's fun, but it's just that I got a lot that I wanted to do because, you know, I overspent. Come on now, let's keep it real. I overspent. And I need to light me a candle. And I need to light me up some poison. Let's just call it that. Because we know this is not a soy candle. You know? So we know that this is poison. But I don't like these candles as much. I have tons of them, mostly for decor. But when I feel the need to smell something like a candle, I have it, and I just don't let it be something I do a lot. And since since my desk is like so full right now, I'm just gonna leave it right there. All right. Y'all, if you have never had hibiscus tea, please try it. It is so good. That's just my taste. It's like I'm drinking a flower. I don't know. Like literally drinking a flower. All right, so we're gonna just sit this little bad boy to the side, and we're gonna just get this lip balm going. Keeping the lips moisturized and ready to go. All right, y'all. So the first thing that I'm going to get into is I have made some changes. And I'm not doing a keto thing, but I am sharing this with you guys. We're back in this book. We're back in this book. Oh, I should go slow, just in case, you know, some of you who have not seen it. Let me put this candle right here, because I want to make sure that you guys are in frame. I've made too many mistakes in the past where I thought I was in frame and I wasn't. So let's do this. All right. I think you guys are good. All right. I'm going to just leave this here and just move this down a little bit. All right. I wish that would stay. Okay, so I think you're good enough. All right. So we're going to go to April. All right, so this was April. And this is just for those who are interested. I don't want to go too fast, but most of you have seen all of this stuff. But for those who haven't, oh, this is so frustrating. Tawana, I know you like the tabs, but I might end up having to get rid of them because they're not staying in place. All right. I did like this. I really liked how that turned out. I didn't plan it. You know, I never plan anything, you guys. When it's you and me, it's you and me, and it's always raw. Y'all, guess what? I know what I want to share with you all. I am going to be babysitting Kane. He's going to be staying with me on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of August. And for those of you who don't know who Kane is an Akita. He is a big, beautiful Akita. Oh, my Lord. And he is my neighbor's dog. And my neighbor is going to be out of town for 9 days. And I guess she didn't want to overwhelm me, and I appreciate that. So I'll be getting him for 1-2 days, something like that. And I look forward to him coming here, long as he's clean, long as he doesn't have any ticks and fleas, and he's clean, he can come and, chill out in my house. And I look forward to that because y'all know the pain that I've been going through, the emotional roller coasters of losing 2 cats in such a short period of time. And I think that this will be so good for me. I can visit Kane anytime I want to, but y'all know me. It's hot outside. I'm not going outside. And I'm not going to go sit in somebody else's house. That's just not me. I'm not going to come sit and sit in your house. You know, that's just not me. I'm not on that social level. It's too hot, and I usually sleep during the day, and you know, and I'm busy. That's one thing. It's not that I'm so anti-social. It's not just that. It's just that I'm busy from the time I get up. Y'all saw the video that I did with Crafty, you know, the Crafty Chronicles, you know, with Jazz. And I gave y'all my schedule. And I'm busy. I am literally busy. If I wasn't doing this right now, I would be praying or watching Squid Game season 3. That's what I would be doing. But I want to get this done. So I'm like I'm saying, I'm always doing something. So for the month of June, okay, so here we were at the 187 pounds, and I stayed 187. I'm still 187. I'm going to put a sad face, but I'm not discouraged. I'm just disappointed. And so moving into June, we went through this together, but I need another space, and I think I used up everything. All right. Okay. All right. So I used up that space for June. Well, I really wanted to write this down. All right. So August is too far away. So we're going to have to do this. Now, you guys that know, I was on a 3-month challenge, and I need to decide, am I going to continue on this challenge? You know, all that stuff. You know I am. I don't care what my doctor says. I'm not doing the Mediterranean diet. I can't. I can't deal with the restrictions, and I can't deal with the fact of not eating certain things. Keto is the most flexible and fun lifestyle, but I do need to make some tweaks. And I wanted to write it in here, but all right, so gosh, I don't have the space to write what I wanted to write. Let's see here. All right, I do, because it's going to be effective. It's going to be effective. All right, goals for July. I was brainstorming keeping the keto, prepare myself for a new phase of the wellness journey, considering a new pet. See, can you guys see that? Okay, so I have decided against it. I brainstormed and we talked about it, and we are not getting any new pets. I'm sorry, I'm not ready. I'm just not ready on so many levels. So it's like, you know, you have that feeling of, you know, so it's 1 minute one way, and it's another way another minute, and you know, so it's literally one of those, you know, just, I can't explain it any other way than, oh gosh, you know, and I mean with the deep guttural, you know. I ain't right. I ain't right. Okay, so I'm glad I used a pencil for this. But this is not the pencil I want to use. All right. Okay, this is what I want to use. So I am revising. Oh, this is just not working. Y'all, I know y'all can't see this. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. This is too much. All right, let me see. All right, let's go with this one. All right, I am revising. keto because I feel like I've reached a stall. I feel like I'm in maintenance, which is a good thing, because if I've been in a maintenance for 3 weeks, that's perfect, because now I can shock my body and get back into weight loss. I'm still in ketosis, but I think what's happening is I'm not in enough of a deficit. So what I'm doing is my workouts decreased last week. So I'm just burning what I'm eating, and we need to go past that. So I want to, you know, decrease my fat intake. Okay, that's number one. I need to decrease my fat intake. And I need to highlight that because there's so much mistakes written on here. Oh God, I'm tired of coughing. I'm tired of coughing. I want a voice. I want a voice that sounds like a female. Is that too much to ask? My throat has really been killing me. Really. And I do apologize for always having to sip something, but it's true. It really is. Okay. So, revising keto. And let me see, can you guys see that? Okay. All right. Okay, so revising keto. And let's see here. And how am I going to decrease my fat intake? Because I can't change up my exercises right now. So the changes that I made are, I've been eating a lot of mayo. So we're going to cut mayo from a cup or half a cup or whatever it was. We're just going to cut it in half. I'm going to cut my portion size in half, because if I eat a turkey sandwich, right, on my tortilla, I take a spoon, a nice big spoonful, and I scoop it out of the thing and I smear it on there because mayo gives it the flavor, right? Then I made this big batch of tuna chicken salad, and I made 2 batches of it. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been eating that every single day. And you know how keto is. It's not just a 1 or 2 day thing. It's the overall thing. And I think that that's what put me in maintenance, which is good, because now I can, it's like, you know, that old saying, I ain't going to say who, because it's somebody I don't listen to anymore, but actually somebody I haven't listened to in a long time. I'm surprised I remember this. But this is like, what is it? This is just this is a setup for a setback that leads to a comeback. Something like that. So that's how I'm looking at this thing, you know. And since nutrition is key here, I am going to cut out no more mayo, or just very little mayo. And I don't eat a lot of fat bombs. You know, I mean, they're good and all, but I'm not a candy person. And the fat bombs are like candy. You know, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, you know, y'all know what a fat bomb is. So, yeah, it's not that. It's the mayo over a long period of time. And it is the pork rinds. Because I eat pork rinds as if I was eating them with, you know how you eat chips? You eat potato chips with your sandwich? You know, Tony, you know, because Tony, you love potato chips, right? So it's like, I like potato chips with my sandwich. But here's the thing. Sometimes I'll just go and grab that bag of pork rinds and I'll just eat it like it was popcorn, because I can't eat popcorn anymore. And I think that's just too much fat at one time. And I need to do some tweaking. And in that book, that keto book, it says you are going to plateau. So get ready. You're going to plateau. It's going to happen. And losing 20 pounds, yeah, it's about time I plateaued, right? All right, so that's what that is. So we're gonna just shock the body, and we're not gonna do it through exercise, unfortunately. We're gonna do it through the thing that counts the most, and that is nutrition, because I have been a little lackadaisical. And then so also cut the rinds, we'll just say the rinds, and also no more RF. All right, seriously, no more RF. And you guys wondering what the heck is RF? Y'all, this is the honest to God truth. I'll be up, right? Up late, just enjoy myself. It's hibernation season for me. I don't go out, it's too hot. So I don't have any doctor's appointments. I don't have anything planned at all for the month of June. I can just live however I want, right? So I will 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, whenever I feel like it, I will order me some Royal Farm fried chicken, okay? And eat just one potato, one small little potato, French fry with it. And I did it twice last week, once this week. And I think that, you know, even though the carbs are low, it's still fried in dirty grease. It's still floured. Maybe it's not as floured, but it's still floured. And I put it in the app to get an eyeball park figure of what I'm consuming. And I'm just going to cut that out. Those are the changes that I have made that were not too much in my favor, you know. So we're going to decrease the all right, cut, what did I say? Cut in half high fats. Let's just put mayo, because that's where the culprit is. That's the changes that I made, you know. This is what I've assessed, you know, through the questions that I ask, you know, that you guys see that little keto journaling questions, you know. And how have I set myself up for failure? How can I set myself up for success? And so this is what is going on. And so July is coming, and I got to get my blood work done. I've got doctor's appointments in August. So it's like, you know what? I better get a little bit more serious, because, you know, I want this to be an excellent report, you know. So this is what I'm working on, and this is what I've been brainstorming. Yes, I have decided I will continue the keto lifestyle. When I talk to the doctor, I'm just going to tell him like it is. You know, Mediterranean may work for you and your family, but it is not going to work for me. It's not sustainable for me. I need something that I can be passionate about, because if I'm passionate about it and Jesus is blessing me, then I'm going to set myself up for success, not just on the scale, but in other areas of my life as well. And I'll explain it to him. I will explain it to him. You know, and when he sees the blood work and he sees the weight loss, he's going to say, okay, Pam, it's working for you. Okay, go ahead on, you know, but I can hear him now. But I still want you to kind of lean toward more vegetables, toward more Mediterranean vegetables. I'm like, dude, I'm eating, I wouldn't say dude, but it's like I'm eating tons of lettuce. I'm eating cucumbers. I'm eating celery. And so what I did was, you guys remember we did the food review on Real Good Keto Chicken, the fried chicken breast that you get that's frozen, all I had to do was eat that stuff. It was in my freezer. I've got everything in my freezer. I've got keto pizza from Quest. I've got the fried chicken, the keto fried chicken from Real Good. I've got sausages. I've got, you know, the little Applegate sausages. I've got Angus ground beef, grass-fed, lean. I've got chicken breast. I've got all the things. I've got asparagus. I've got everything that I need in my freezer and refrigerator. There's no reason for me, no excuse for me to be calling DoorDash to go and deliver me 2 wings and a breast at 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, seriously, it's just there's no excuse when I got that healthier version, you know, and it does this. And I would say, you know what I would say, y'all? I don't feel like it. But here's the thing. The same amount of time that it takes for that order to go in and for me to get it, 15 minutes. That chicken, I could walk out into the kitchen, throw it in on the baking pan, throw it in the oven, and then beep, 15 minutes, it's done, it's ready. So there's no excuse. No excuse. All right. So that is what I wanted to do. So I'm not going to write anything else for July other than the revised, well, we'll just put revised keto. And that is to decrease fat intake. So there it is, revised keto, decrease fat intake. I want to try to do a little bit more workout, but I can only do what my knees are going to allow me to do, and I have to do what I know I'm going to stay faithful to. All right, so let's see here. This is August. This is September. All right, there's my birthday. And here is August. Oh my gosh, y'all, these tabs, I might just have to get rid of them. August the 15th, and I'll write this in pencil. And I'll put cane. So that way I'll know that this is what is potentially going on for August. And I have a doctor's appointment August the 28th. So that is my new doctor, and that is Dr. Starr. So we'll start decorating all this together later. So I want to stay in July. And I love this, One Fine Day. Y'all remember I talked about that. So I'm still keeping that in mind. One Fine Day. And I can't think of nothing else. End of July is the big fast. And then there's my CRT scan for my heart, because I've never had my heart examined, you know, so it's time. My heart palpitations have decreased incredibly since the doctor changed my blood pressure medicine. So yay for that. And then there's my blood work, and then I need to schedule a follow-up. So that's what that's looking like. That concludes my plan with me. This right here is things that I need to work on, my personality. That's what this is. This is my correction report. We're not going to get into that. That's just my flaws. Things that I want to change about myself. Things that I want to improve for myself. Okay, so let's move on and see what our time is. Where are we at? We're at 34 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go. Look at this. All right, y'all. You know what? This is just not going to be a thing. I am eventually going to have to pull these off. Where is July? All right. Is this where it's supposed to be? All right. so we are at 34 minutes, y'all, and I don't want to keep you much longer. But what I was going to do with you guys is I told y'all that I wanted to start setting up. I told you about this book that I wanted to finish working on. That's another day. Hold on. All right. But I really wanted to work on this with you guys because this is like a plan with me, you know. So I'll do one page with you since we're at 34 minutes. I'll do one page. I've already made plans. Let me first of all check and see that you guys can see everything. All right, let me move that candle, which for some reason I am not smelling. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So all of this I'm going to do off camera. But for January, we've got some things that are going on for January of 2026. And I'm going to just circle these. And we're just going to write something nice and pretty. Let's use this. Right, can you guys see? Okay. So we are going to do, let's do a little bit of a brush lettering. And you know, I will take you guys back to Ocean City with me. You know I will. You know I will. All right, now, let's just put, let's see, I wrote it too big because now I can't fit. If I put city right there, it's going to look cramped. But we're going to try it. We're going to make it like one word. I did it, y'all. Okay, so there's Ocean City. Okay, so then we're going to take and do this. All right, and all right, and so that is February. And then let's go to April. And I forgot, I gotta go look at my phone. And my phone is up there. This is Ocean City again, but it's in April and I can't remember. All right, whatever. All right. So you ladies, are y'all still doing your brush lettering? Tawana, I know you were doing some. So there's Ocean City for that. And since I don't remember what day it is, I have to go look at the calendar, blah, blah, blah. We just know that April is it. And then that's as far as I can get. They won't let me plan for October. There's no vacancies for October at all. Not in the inn, because you know I only stay at an inn. Holiday Inn, Quality Inn, Comfort Inn. Has to be an inn because I need a full-size kitchen, you know. So that's as far as it is for for 2026, you know. But I really won't let me plan to December, and there's no vacancies in October, so we're just gonna go here. But I really, really wanted to get into this. So I will do one with you guys, and then I'm gonna go, because this video is getting a little bit long. But this is what I was going to do. Where is the... I'm not doing all that. Wait a second. I wanted to do... Alright, so that's stupid, because it is pretty... I just wanted to do these. These came in from Mojo Jojo Plans. And if y'all are thinking about ordering from Mojo Jojo Plans, Joyful10 is still a valid discount code for 10% off. But if you're looking to order these in this size, forget it, because I bought the last 8. I'm sorry. All right, so there we go. So I can now have this bigger, and I don't have to mess with the numbers. So it is looking good. And there's Tuesday, and here is Wednesday. So I'm liking this, and I'm just going to do this little bit with you guys because I don't want to keep you too long. Most of you like 20 to 30 minutes. But if you notice, guys, there's a bunch of plan with me that women do, and it's 50 minutes long. So, you know. All right, so I'm loving this, y'all. You know, I love Happy Planner. Please don't misunderstand me, but I think that I'm ready to move on from Happy Planner. Okay, so this is the weekend right here. So we're just going to do something fancy. Instead of highlighting the days of the week and boxing them in, how about if we just, how about if we just do that? Because I was thinking, what if I just like put thin washi strips here and then put some florals? I could put florals up here. You know I'm going to put florals up here, right? And then get some like thin washi tape and put it down the bottom, you know. And I was thinking about really doing that, but that's a lot of extra work. That's a lot of extra work. And I was thinking, well, okay, why don't you just highlight the weekend? You know, you could just highlight the weekend. I could just do that. Because, guys, I don't want to put a lot of effort and energy into this book. And I want to tell you why. Because I'm going to trash it. If I'm still here 2027, I'm not going to care about this book. This is not a journal. You know, this is just a friggin' planner. You know, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna put my favorite flowers or my favorite stickers on here because I know that this is gonna get trashed. But that's what I'm working on. And we'll do that in another video. So, with that being said, goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for your love. Mwah. I appreciate y'all so much. And I really and truly mean that. And we'll do another plan with me again. I just don't want to put too much on you guys at one time. That's all. And thank you for being with me as I sort through my thoughts. And, you know, I really do want to do more plan with me's, as opposed to always just doing journaling with me. So anyway, I'll see y'all. Bye. Oh, wait. If you like this video, just one out of 10, please give that like button a big old hug for me, and I will greatly appreciate it. Now I can say, God willing, I'll see y'all in the next video.